Welcome to this shortwave radio channel, and this is a quick review of the CC Radio shortwave. This is a radio that is harder to find than most because it is out of production. And one of the biggest reasons, and the reason actually, that C-Crane gave for the out of production of this radio was that it just couldn't find parts anymore. So they had to stop production and they can't even repair them. They say that they just don't have the parts needed. So, if you have one, take care of it because it's apparently a difficult one now to get parts to repair. If you do find one, well, probably going to be used, but this is a beautiful radio. And I've been using it, of course, for the last week or two. And I'm trying to remember when I got this radio. It's not that long ago, but superb radio. Very, very nice. If you like big portables, this is a nice big portable with rich sound from the speaker. And of course, that's because there's a big speaker, and that always helps. Has separate treble and bass controls. Has, of course, the AM RF gain if you want to lower the gain if he overloads or not. Very beautiful, nice display here of frequency, big and really, really nice to have this. It has, of course, the clocks you can set to. There's dual clocks. There's a local clock and a shortwave clock if you want. What is very nice is when you press the buttons here, you might not see it much right now, but when you press the buttons, there's actually, they light up. So you see it probably a little bit right now. And this is nice because at night, you know what? It's kind of difficult sometimes to find the right button for use. It separates the different bands into this. So there's a button here for the different tuning of the bands. So if you want to tune AM and shortwave 1, 2, and 3, that gives a full general coverage of shortwave. So AM from 520 to 1710. And shortwave 1 goes from 1711 to 10,010. Shortwave 2, 9990 to 2010. And shortwave 3 from 19990 to 29999. So it's really a full general coverage receiver. It does not have single sideband. That would probably be one of the only drawbacks, honestly, that I can find on this radio. Because overall performance is good and everything on it works great. And it's really, really fun to use. Of course, in the front, you have the different buttons also for choosing FM, mono stereo here. You have the volume control, you have the tuning knob. You have, of course, the speed of the tuning knob that is selectable right here up here. And on the right side, well, you've got, of course, the different buttons for moving to different shortwave bands quickly, because it doesn't have a keypad. And it has timers, timer A and B that you can set up. Of course, it's got memory. You can set it as an alarm and wake up to the radio. Of course, you have perfect tuning on this thing. That's really nice, even though it doesn't have a keypad. And you know what? I often rant at radios without keypads. But because of the fact that you can actually have very fast tuning and that you also have this quick tune button for the different international broadcast bands, you know what? It's actually not that bad to tune around. It's quite quick. Where you want to go to a specific frequency, well, just quick tune to the closest international broadcast band, put your receiver in the fast tuning mode, and you're there in pretty quickly, actually. Much better than the Countycom GP5 SSB, if you've seen my videos. That one is much more difficult to tune around to a specific frequency. This one makes it really, really easier. You've got on the top, of course, the light button and a snooze button that enables you to, of course, light up. And you can actually have the light always on if you want. Got to be careful. It has one flaw. Very similar to the S450 DLX. The light can stay on even if the radio's off, draining your battery. So you got to be careful with that. On the, of course, you also have a headphone jack right here in the front. It's nice to have it in the front. Often it's better than using it on sides. On this right side of the radio, you've got the button for key light on or off. Why? Because if you travel or if you bring this radio, you might not want to have an accidental press of the light button and, of course, make the radio drain the batteries again. You have the sensitivity switch for distant and local, and you have also the switch for internal and external antennas. And why do you have that? Because if you look here in the back, you'll see that there are some antenna connectors. So the telescopic is pretty long, pretty good, and on its own, it's already really good. But you've got these connectors. Here on the left side is for the FM and shortwave antenna. Unfortunately, it uses a type of connector that's not kind of a very standard one. It'd be better if it used BNC or something much, even like a regular RCA would have been better. But that's the thing. You do have the little connectors here that you can connect the wires directly if you want. And on the right side here, this is an IF out. If you want to try to tune in DRM, Digital Radio Mondiale, for example, you need to have on a radio like this an IF out tap that you can actually use for that. Well, this radio's got one, which is really nice. One of the interesting features also is that in the battery compartment, so batteries, actually you can use D batteries, like here. But if you don't have them, you can use here AA batteries. All you have to do is switch to the proper batteries with the slider, the switch that's on this side of the radio, where you choose from AA or D type batteries if you want. So you have your AA and D. Power connector, and it comes with the power adapter. I have to say, this radio comes with the best power adapter ever. I often say that radios should not be used on power because it induces a lot of noise. Well, the power adapter that comes with this C-Crane actually has a coil on it. It has something that is added to remove the noise as the most amount of noise possible from the from the connection. So this is nice because it filters it out a lot more than a regular wall wart that you actually put in the wall and just doesn't filter out anything. You've got a line out possibility here with standard RCA left and right. So if you want to record, for example, well, this is a nice add to the receiver. Overall, beautiful radio. Really, really impressed with its performance. The only thing missing for this thing to be a dream radio, honestly, single sideband, and it would be great, and maybe a keypad. So that was a quick look at the CC Radio shortwave. On FM, it performs pretty good, receives their local stations that I always check out. On medium wave, I'll do more tests. It looks to be pretty good because it has something special. It has a twin coil ferrite. This actually puts this radio apart in the sensitivity on medium wave. And more videos will come with this because I'll be tuning the medium wave bands a lot with it and comparing that with other radios, including the XH Data D808, because one of the things we know about the XH Data D808 is that its performance on medium wave is superior to a lot of portables. And one of the reasons behind this is that the ferrite in the XH Data is actually longer than most portable radios. So we'll be, of course, comparing that here on the channel for sure. So this was a quick look and review of the CC Radio shortwave. This is by C-Crane. Unfortunately, it's sad that it's out of production because it's a great, great radio. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.